Hello, today I would like to show you quite interesting vintage device. Let's imagine that you've got a Super 8 movie camera, you record your film, then you develop it, you end up with that small spool of film that looks like this. You've got a tiny spool that fit into that camera, smaller than a regular from a projector. And you would like to see very quickly what is on that film. Do you have a nice frame? Do you've got a nice movie like you would expect? And in normal way you would need to set up a projector, but here is that beautiful device, a new concept of Super 8 viewing. Guy is holding a device that looks like camera. Take a look, we've got a eyepiece, but we do not have any optics on the other end, but we've got a two spool. So basically it is like a tiny projector in a form factor of camera that will allow you to watch that movies in any condition, outside, inside. You've got no problem, you do not need a dark room. Here is information. Let's take a look. We've got a patented design for 15 meter Super 8 viewing, so those are the small spool. Quick and convenient viewing, no more darkening room, no more setting up projector and screen. Yes, this is true. We've got the easy loading and rewinding. I'm not sure if it is really that easy. And we've got a focus on the eyepiece, driven by two AA batteries. It is of course a vintage stuff. It's called Super 8 AV-2 viewer with adapter. And let's take a look what we've got. We've got a beautiful picture. I'm not sure which kind of year it is. Apollo. It is from Hong Kong. Looks like it is patented in different countries: USA, Germany, Japan, Spain, Taiwan. Very nice. Great Britain. Oh my goodness. It should be a great success, but as we know from our times, it didn't end up very well. That's because it is in collection. So here is user manual. It is in German, but you are welcome to pause and translate. Here is how to set it up, and those are those small spool that I told you. And take a look over there. Is it everything? No, here is another part. And this is what we've got. So one of the important part is that element, and it's being used for cutting your film. So it is going to be easier to feed. So as you can see, we've got those two cuts. And if you grab a film, so here I've got empty film, I do not have movie to test it, but basically you should put a movie inside. It should go and grab on those studs. It should go like this, and now you are going to push it, and it should cut it in that way. So it will be more easy to feed and not prone to being catched by some of the internal components. So it is quite important part, but if you take a look at the shape, you can of course do it by scissors. And now we are taking a look at our beauty, and this is our device. So just take a look how beautiful it is. Of course, I'm kidding. It looks absolutely terrible and cheap. It feels like it's going to break apart just from looking. Here we've got the eyepiece. We are going to get like a shutter, and it's going to be blocking vision while the movie is going to be rotating. So it's going to be making exactly the same sound as a movie projector. Here we've got a battery compartment for two AA batteries, and it's quite interesting because they are interconnected together, so it is running from 1.5 volts. And here we've got those small spools. Just take a look. And we are going to be feeding our film inside. And this is how it presents. So here we've got some regulation. Here most likely a focus. To get a good picture, there will be a light, a tiny bulb. Here we've got a manual winding method, Super 8 adapter. We can press that button and remove it, and that is revealing. Here we've got our eyepiece window, and here we've got some optics. I do not see any optics, but we should get somewhere a bulb, I would expect at least. Do we have a bulb somewhere? I would expect to see a bulb. Let's close it together. Here is like a very big close-up what you can see, and I'm sticking my finger over there and you can see it. So I'm assuming that it doesn't depend on the built-in light. The light will go through this. So maybe you have to shine it through some sort of lamp. I would expect that. And the battery is going to be only used for spinning the movie, because there is honestly no place for a bulb, and we've got that slide that is going to guide the light from the external part. So it is not backlit. You need an external source of light like a desk lamp. I feed the device with 2 AA batteries, and here is our start button, and when we are going to press it, the motor is going to start working. And as you can hear, it's making exactly the same sound as a movie projector. Here is how it's working while being operational. I managed to find a small amount of tape, but sadly it is kinked, so I've got no idea is it going to be operational. Let me try to cut it correctly, so we've got that nice rounded edge. Let's make it happen. And here it is. And I will try to route it. Let's try to feed it. I've got no idea is it going to be working. I will press the play button, and looks like it's feeding. You can see the movie is going there. So let me try to grab some light, maybe like this, and maybe I will be able to grab some focus. It is a quite interesting thing, because it's ended up to be much better than I expect. We've got a bad quality, but this is because of the tape. I've got a problem with the feeding, because as you can see it is a kinked, and this is old tape. It's being totally scratched. You can see those vertical lines, so we've got a bad tape. I do not have a better modern one. If you take a look through the eyepiece, the screen actually looks like a big one, so it is quite comfortable to watch. You just push it like this and you are seeing your movie, you shining the light as we expected. Here, if you need to remove the tape, you've got a that flathead screw that you go like this and it pop out. Here you can see that it is being locked, and when you are rotating it, it's finding a correct slit and it's going out. And here is, I believe, your transport, so those elements are going to be catching those perforations inside of the film, and this is what it's actually moving, and here is transferring the motion. And here now you've got ability to open the second spool and to put it back. Here you've got that film guide, and it go like this. You go like that, and you protect it and locked in place. So overall, to be honest, I'm very impressed with this device. I was pretty sure that it's going to be much worse, but it's ended up being quite nice. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time, and bye bye.